It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
What it do? What it do? Welcome to another episode of Let's Bet It. Regular season is winding down, y'all. Got just a few games left. I think most teams probably got about 4 games left to finish out the season. A lot of money, still some money to be made, but there's spots. There's spots that I'm only picking teams that have something to play for. Obviously, we got the playoffs coming up, play-in coming up. Teams kind of jockeying for position in the play-ins and to make it into that top 6 into the playoffs. So just a lot of moving parts this last week of the season, but we're gonna find some value. We're gonna find some money. I've got a few plays that I'm gonna give out to you. The fellas couldn't make it today. Shout out to Stacks, LJ. Can't stop. But we'll all be back on here. Maybe some point this week, depending on if these games are worth playing. But did find some value today, so I'm gonna get into it and give you guys a few of my looks that I've already made and some that I'm still on the fence about. Still got a little bit of time to make those plays. So let's get into it, man. First game up, Wolves and Pacers. Pacers catching 12.5 at home, total sitting at 231. I've been pretty heavy, not heavy, but probably like the last couple of weeks. Anytime the Pacers have been in these double-digit dog positions as at home. At home, I've really been rocking with them. This game gives me a little bit of pause just because the Timberwolves, the Wolves have lost. They've lost 3 in a row, and they are still not quite, but they're trying to keep Phoenix off of their tail for that not to fall into the play-in. Like I said, there's 4 games left in the season. They're up 3. So this might be a game where Minnesota really takes things seriously and tries to go out and win. I don't like them by a ton. Like, I don't like them by margin. I don't like this spread with them. This is a 4th and 6 for Minnesota. First game of a back-to-back. They've got the Magic tomorrow in Orlando. So I don't know. Like, I wanna take the Pacers tonight. I really do. Just because that's something that, as far as the double-digit dog angle, that's something that I've been playing quite a bit with these guys over the last couple of weeks. But man, and I know Ant is out for Minnesota, but I just feel like this might be a spot where maybe Minnesota comes to play. I don't know, but leaning the Pacers plus 12.5 in that first half, have not got there yet, but that is one game that I definitely have my eye on that I have not played yet. Next game that I've got an idea on that I'm probably going to get to the window with this one is the Bucks and the Nets. And I know this is a toilet bowl game. Both teams, they don't care about the rest of this season. Neither team has any, incentive to win a game. But I just feel like this game goes over. Milwaukee hasn't played any defense in a while. Brooklyn hasn't played any defense, recently. They started off playing that way, this season. But I feel like I feel like we're going to see more overs toward this, getting into this last week of the season than anything else. I don't think we're going to see any unders for teams that have no interest in winning games. So I really, that's a strong lean for me. That's probably something I'm going to get to the window with. I've been looking at it all day. It was at 219. It went up to 220 and a half. And honestly, I still like it. I still like it there. I think there's going to be I think there's going to be no resistance on defense. And I think that there's going to be points here. I do. Like I said, neither of these teams have been playing any defense, and I do think there are going to be points. The next game that I have, I actually have a play on this one, and I posted it on Twitter, is the Heat and Raptors. I don't know if the line is still the same, but the total went up 240 and a half, depending on where you shop. I took the Heat under 119 and a half. I don't know who's going to win this game, but I think this is one of the games that I think that there's something to play for on both sides. So we don't even have to take a look at the standings, but if we look at the standings, Miami is sitting 10th at 41 and 37. Toronto sitting at that last spot as far as the playoffs, the guaranteed playoffs at 6th at 43 and 35. 2 games separate these two teams. And we're talking 6 to 10. So this game matters for both teams. The Raptors are just sitting. They're just sitting a half game out from the Sixers, Hornets, and Magic from falling into that playing spot. So the Sixers have, or the Hornets have Boston tonight. And there are games, still to be played. So I feel like this is the one game where you might get some playoff intensity. The Raptors have been, the last 5 games have been an excellent defensive team. And if we pull up the numbers, this is NBA.com advanced stats. Toronto is 7th the last 5 games in defensive rating at 109.6. So they've been playing defense, and I don't see why that stopped tonight, with something to play for. I think the full game goes under, but I really wanted to target the Miami team total under as well. And that's what I played. Miami team total under 119 and a half. The next game that I have an opinion on, have not played it, is the Hornets and the Celtics. This opened up at Celtics minus 6.5, total sitting at 219 and a half. And something told me to grab the Hornets plus 6.5 yesterday. It looked a little too high yesterday, but if you look at the schedule spot, like I said, the Hornets are tied. They're trying to get out of that plane. I feel like they've been hot, since January 1st. They're really trying to get out of that play-in. And I really think that with Boston, they've got let me see who Boston has. I know they got the Knicks, but I don't think it's tomorrow. But they do have the Knicks, which is a look-ahead spot. They do have the Knicks, which is a look-ahead spot for. So they've got the Knicks in New York on Thursday. And I just think they might be looking ahead to that. The Knicks aren't too far behind them in the standing. The Knicks, 2.5 games behind the Celtics. So I'm not sure who is going to win as far as the game and covering the spread. But I do kind of think that maybe the Celtics don't play as hard on defense in this one. And the Hornets team total over. Let me see what that number is. I have it. The Hornets team total over. I had this one wrong. So the Hornets team total over. 108.5. I don't know. That's a strong lean to me. Like, and that's gonna be another one that I really take my time on because I don't think the Celtics try as hard on defense today as they will with the Knicks on Friday on Thursday. So I really like the Hornets team total over 108.5. I think they can get there. Not easy, but I think they can get there in this matchup. Next one I'm looking at is Kings and Warriors. I don't think that the Warriors should be laying 14.5 against anybody. I don't care if it is the Kings. We know the Kings are terrible. We know that they're tanking. But at this point, we got like 3 or 4 games left. Like, the tanks are off. Like, you can't tank anymore. There's not even enough games to tank like that. So I think that the Warriors, like this opened up at 15.5 for Golden State. And I just think that the Kings are the right side. Like, these are a lot of points. You've got a lot of guys. I know the Kings have got a lot of guys that are playing on 2 ways. You've got guys playing for jobs next season. So I just think that the Kings are the right side in this one. This is another one that I'm going to take my time on. This is a later start. Don't see this line moving much between now and game time. So I feel like the Kings are going to be the right side in this one. I really wanted them at the plus 15.5, but I think that I think the 14.5 is good money too. I mean, if you look at the total as well, I see this being an over game. The Kings can't stop anybody. The Warriors defense has not been very good. You got Steph in the game, which means that there's going to be points scored. So I really like the over in this one, but haven't played anything yet. But once again, this is another game that is a strong lean for me. So just keep following me on Twitter to get that. Just follow me on Twitter to make sure that when I make these plays, like I said, I'm only giving you games that I'm really either I played or I'm really close to getting looks out on. The last one for me is Rockets and Suns. That banner is wrong. That is not 11.5. Not even close. And the total's off. But for the Rockets and Suns, this is one that I played. I like the Rockets team total over 109.5. The Rockets offense has gotten a lot better since Reed Shepherd has entered the starting lineup. So I do like that. Always like that. Phoenix is coming home off of a 4-game Eastern road trip, which is generally a phase spot. I know this last week of the season is hard to kind of play spots, right? You got to play who needs something to play for, right? But I do feel like Phoenix could be a little bit flat on defense, just coming home off of a road trip. So I did take the Rockets team total over 109.5. If you look at what the Rockets have been doing these last few games, and I'll go down to look at it. So they've been scoring, honestly. And it's been against some bad teams, but 117 against the Warriors the other night, 140 against the Jazz, 119 against the Bucks. They did put up 111 against the Knicks, 134 against the Pelicans. So they've been scoring the basketball. Now, granted, the competition hasn't been as good, but I feel like the spot for the Suns does matter a little bit. And I feel like that I don't know how the full game is going to go as far as the spread, but I do feel like the Rockets are going to score points, especially with KD coming back to Phoenix. So you might want to look at some. KD props, but I definitely like the Rockets over 109.5. That's what I got with them today. So let's get into a best bet. And like, comment, do all the things, man. That helps the algorithms. It helps keep us on. So top play for me tonight, it's got to be that Rockets team total over 109.5. I think that like I said, the Suns coming off of that road trip. I think the Rockets with Reed Shepherd, being in the starting lineup, that's generated more offense for Houston. So I really like for Houston to get over that 110.5. So best bet for me. Don't got a parlay tonight because I don't got the other fellas on with me, but we'll get back on at some point this week and give you guys our looks and give you a parlay. But man, thanks for tapping in with us. The playoffs are coming up, exciting times, and I look forward to cashing with you guys. Like the playoffs is a really good. Like guys are finally serious about playing basketball when it comes to the playoffs. So I look forward to cashing tickets with you guys the rest of this week and leading into the playoffs next week with the play-in. And I'm out. Peace out.
If you broke, try to have a nice day. If you're fat, try to have a nice day. If you're skinny, try to have a nice day. If you got a big head, try to have a nice day. If your mama's ugly, try to have a nice day. If your daddy whoop your ass, try to have a nice day. If a dog bite you in the ass, bite him back and try to have a nice day. Try to have a nice day. See, that's my theme. Try to have a nice day. I'm about to leave right now and go try to have me a nice day. All right. Try to have a nice day.